Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about occipital bone. So let's start topic with introduction. Occipital bone is a single unpaired cranial bone that is located at the back and base of the skull. It forms the posterior part of cranium and surrounds the foramen magnum. That is a large opening that allows communication between the brain and spinal cord. Occipital bone contributes to the cranial base, protects the brain, and articulates with the vertebral column, making it one of the most vital bones of the skull. Location and structure of occipital bone. It is situated at the posterior and inferior part of the skull. It forms the posterior cranial fossa, which houses the cerebellum and parts of brainstem. It articulates with the parietal bone, temporal bone, sphenoid bone, and first cervical vertebra, that is atlas. Parts of occipital bone. They are squamous part, basilar part, and lateral parts. Now let's talk about these parts one by one. So first part of occipital bone is squamous part. It is a large flat portion that forms the back of the head. Externally, it features external occipital protuberance that is also called as inion, that is a bony projection where neck ligaments and muscles attach. Extending laterally from this point are the superior nuchal lines and inferior nuchal lines, which provide further muscle attachments. Second part of occipital bone is basilar part. It is located in the area of foramen magnum. It extends forward to articulate with the sphenoid bone. It forms part of clevis, that is a slope that supports the brainstem. Next part is lateral parts. There are two on either side. They are found on either side of foramen magnum. Each contain the occipital condyles, that are rounded surfaces that articulate with the atlas, that is first cervical vertebra, to form the atlanto-occipital joint that allow nodding movement of the head. It also contains the hypoglossal canal through which the hypoglossal nerve passes. Important features of occipital bone are foramen magnum, that is a large central opening that allows passage of spinal cord, vertebral arteries, and spinal part of sessile nerve. Second feature is external occipital protuberance, that is a prominent bump on the back of the head that is palpable under the skin. Third feature is occipital condyle. They are basically smooth, rounded structures that articulate with the atlas that allow flexion and extension of head. That is basically yes movement of the head. It has nuchal lines that are bony ridges that provide attachment for muscles of neck and head. Articulations of occipital bone. Occipital bone articulates with parietal bone at the lambdoid suture. It articulates with the temporal bone laterally. It articulates with the sphenoid bone anteriorly at the base area. And it also articulates with the atlas, that is C1 vertebra, through the occipital condyles. Functions of occipital bone. First function is protection, as occipital bone forms the posterior wall and base of cranium, enclosing the cerebellum and brainstem. Second function is support, as occipital bone provides structural stability to skull and articulates with the vertebral column. Third function is passage of structure, as the foramen allows vital structure, especially foramen magnum allows vital structure such as spinal cord and blood vessel to pass through. And also there is hypoglossal canal and jugular foramen. Movement is the fourth function of occipital bone, as occipital condyle enable nodding and slight lateral movement of the head. Fifth function is muscle attachment, as occipital bone serves as an anchor point for the neck and back muscles. Conclusion of this lecture video. Occipital bone is a vital unpaired cranial bone that forms the back and base of the skull. With its key structure, the foramen magnum, occipital condyles, external occipital protuberance, and nuchal line, it not only protects the brain and connects the skull to the spine, but also allows head movements and supports essential neural and vascular connections. Its importance lies in both protection and function, making it an indispensable component of the cranium. And this is all about occipital bone. Hopefully you liked the video. If you do, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Thank you for watching.